I never expected to become the center of intergalactic politics when I stepped into the prison arena on Varkian Prime. I only wanted to survive. They called it the Pit. A gladiator-style proving ground used by the Tsar Dominion to entertain their upper ranks and test prisoners' worth. Every week, inmates from conquered planets fought for the amusement of the alien elite. Had no weapons. Just my fists, instincts, and a body that had been hardened by Earth's wars. The audience was a semicircle of silver-armored aliens with slit-pupil eyes and deep indigo skin. They didn't cheer. They hummed. A low, resonant sound, like a chorus of predators savoring the scent of blood. At the center, perched above all, was Commander Xal'vora. She was infamous. Half tactician, half executioner, all legend. She watched me with a predator's calm, her silver battle robes flowing like smoke. The gate clanged behind me, and a brute twice my size lumbered forward. 4 arms, spiked shoulders, and a face that looked like it had been carved from stone and rage. A Yulvek gladiator. I couldn't win. But I had to. He lunged. I ducked beneath his swing, rolled, and slammed an elbow into the side of his knee. How? He swung again, missed, and I was already on his back, choking him out with the thin cord of my prison tunic. Seconds later, he lay unconscious. I stood panting, fists ready. And the arena fell into a strange silence. Then came the hum again, this time louder. Not a song of mockery. Song of surprise. Xal'vora rose to her feet, her long fingers wrapped around the hilt of her ceremonial blade. She descended the steps without a word. Chapter 2. The Commander's Gaze. I expected guards to rush in and drag me away. Instead, the commander walked toward me, alone. "Name," she said in perfect English. Her voice was smooth, androgynous, and deeper than I expected. Carried authority like gravity. Daniel Vega, Earth. Former recon unit. She nodded, her silver eyes scanning me like a bioweapon. "You fought barehanded. You took down a Yulvek berserker. I've had worse days." Something like a smile curved at the edge of her lips. "I desire to speak with you. Privately." Before I could respond, she turned and walked toward a corridor behind the arena. 2 guards gestured. Followed. Chapter 3. Her quarters were a warship. Xal'vora's chambers were nothing like the gray, industrial nightmare of the prison. Smooth walls pulsed with blue light. Weapons lined one side, trophies the other. Skulls, armor, even a broken earth rifle. My rifle. She motioned for me to sit. "I've watched thousands fight. Most impress me with brutality or strength. But you," she leaned forward, "you fight like a predator who has studied prey for generations. Are you complimenting me or profiling me?" "Both." She tapped a control panel, and a hologram of the galaxy appeared. "Your Earth resists, but it will fall. The Dominion always wins. And you enjoy telling your prisoners that before breakfast." She studied me in silence, then spoke slowly. "No. I wanted to meet the human who made me feel curious." I raised an eyebrow. Curious. In our culture, to witness power in its raw form, especially when shaped by strategy, is rare. Among my people, such power is desirable. Even for bonding. Bonding. "Wait, are you saying?" "Yes." She stood. "I propose a union. Between you and I." Chapter 4. The proposal. I stood too. "You watched me nearly get killed, and your first thought is marriage?" "Not marriage. Bonding. Political, military, and strategic alliance. You would gain protection, honor, and elevated status. I would gain a mate capable of surviving at my side." And blinked. "So, Like a warrior queen and her champion. Precisely. The room felt too warm. I'd fought off death, starvation, torture. But this was something else. Commander, I said carefully, you barely know me. And I'm still technically a prisoner. She stepped closer. True. But I know enough. And if you accept, you would be more than free, you would be mine. Not as property, but as partner. The silence stretched. Do I get time to think? She nodded once. You have until the next cycle. Chapter 5, Shadows in the Hall. That night I couldn't sleep. My quarters had been upgraded. No more cell, no more guards. Just smooth walls, a bed, and a confusing offer echoing in my head. I stepped out into the corridor and wandered. Hand grabbed me. I spun ready to punch, until I saw who it was. A young alien trembling. His skin was paler, his uniform low-ranking. Don't trust her, he whispered. The bonding, it's not what it seems. What do you mean? She chooses warriors to prove her strength to the council. You'll be paraded, trained, tested, and then discarded. Or worse, killed. I narrowed my eyes. And you're telling me this because my brother was one of them. Before I could ask more, he vanished down a side corridor. Chapter 6. Confrontation. I requested an audience the next day. Xal'vora agreed. She waited in the command chamber this time. Towering glass windows looking out over a starfield. Her back was to me. You've come to decline, she said. I've come for answers. A turn. Your bonding proposals. Are they disposable? No. But others before me. What happened to them? Her jaw tightened. Some couldn't withstand the demands. Others feared the political pressure. One turned on me. I killed him. And you still thought I'd say yes. I hoped. 'Cause you're different. You fight not to survive but to protect others. I read your Earth file. You stayed behind during your unit's retreat. Saved 30 civilians. Nearly died. I crossed my arms. So this is a recruitment pitch with romance seasoning. She stepped close again. No. This is respect. We don't love the way humans do. But we bond with those who challenge us, who mirror our fire. You have that fire. I looked at her, truly looked. Underneath the armor and the rumors, she wasn't a cold-blooded killer. She was a creature of war looking for someone who didn't flinch when stared down by chaos. And I was tired of being alone. Chapter 7, The Trial. Before I could formally accept or decline, I was summoned for a ritual trial. Apparently, every potential mate had to endure one. The location: a hollow asteroid orbiting a red dwarf star. The challenge: defeat 3 Dominion warriors in hand-to-hand combat, under 20 minutes. If I failed, I died. If I succeeded, I would be worthy of bonding. You sure know how to romance someone, I muttered as I stepped into the chamber. The first came at me hard. Fast, lean, and vicious. A Drenzek assassin. I used his momentum against him, slammed him into a wall, and knocked him out with a sharp knee to the face. The second was slower, brute strength. I got tossed like a ragdoll twice before I dislocated his shoulder and choked him out. The third was the worst. She moved like a ghost. We fought for 10 straight minutes, neither giving an inch. A cut opened over my eye. Her lip bled blue. An opening. I tackled her, reversed her hold, and she tapped out. I dropped to my knees, panting, as alarms signaled the end of the trial. Chapter 8, The Bond. The ceremony was strange. No flowers, no vows. Just scars shown, weapons offered, and hands bound with a living vine that pulsed with energy. Xal'vora looked at me. not like a queen to a subject, but like a storm finding its equal. "You may now speak your terms," she said. "Terms?" I asked.